Everybody has been aware Mr. Guo was put on a 7-week trial. This is actually the 6th week that he has been sitting on trial, listening to all of the arguments put up by the prosecution team. In fact, the government just completed its burden of proof yesterday around noontime, and Mr. Guo's defense team started to call on the defense witness since yesterday afternoon. Just some logistics numbers, right? A 7-week trial with, the majority of the 6th week was spent with the prosecution team demonstrating evidences, asking the witness to reading transcripts, having a role play, one playing Miles Guo and one read transcripts from the lawyers, have, certain photos and certain evidences were being repeatedly shown in the trial again and again. And this was, what we're facing right now. We have been aware from the court this morning that Mr. Guo will still have 6 to 7 witnesses to call on and go through the direct and cross-examinations. It is not determined yet whether Mr. Guo would to speak on behalf of himself to put up defense. This will be decided over the weekend between Mr. Guo and his defense lawyer.
All right. One of the things that I was concerned about was that Miles Guo, or any defendant for that matter, wouldn't get enough time to put on their defense. And when you lay this timeline out, you now have 6 weeks of prosecution and witness testimony. And now they wanted this case to be over, meaning, I guess, back from the jury by July 11th, which means they wanted to go to the jury probably sometime in the beginning of next week at the latest. The Thursday's a holiday. Are they doing court Friday? I worry he's not going to have enough time.
No, well, unfortunately, for this week, we only have 2 full trial days, which was yesterday and today. The court will get completed by 5 p.m. this afternoon, and then they will go on the independence holidays. However, the court did indicate that they believe the trial will wrap up around next Tuesday or Wednesday, just due to the amount of time being very limited for the defense team. But, as you said, Grant, I think all of the parties in the court still agree with the July 12th deadline, which means, it left probably only 2 to 3 days for the jury to decide and to come up with the results of the trial.
And let's be clear, they can't make the jury come back sooner, just as they can't make them. They can delay them a little bit if the judge tells them, hey, you got to go back and keep going. But they can't make them come back any sooner. The jury, if it takes them 2 days or if it takes them 2 weeks, it is what it is there. But the time in trial is what the judge has great leeway over, and I hope he gets a chance to put on his case.